but it's very pleasant experience and also very educative. It's the first initiative of this kind, and I'm sure all of us are going to gain quite a lot from the Congress.
What do you think of the whole idea, the whole concept of India Association Congress of having a common networking platform?
It's a novel idea, it's an innovative idea, and I must compliment for this idea. I feel that this will have a lot more takers, and it will grow over a period of time. Yes.
Thank you for coming. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Welcome. Yes.
Yeah, it's very interesting, very unique concept, and I came here out of sheer curiosity. Well, they say curiosity killed the cat, but it didn't kill me. Very interesting concept of having an association of associations, and all the time whilst the speakers were speaking, I was constantly transplanting their thoughts on the association that I run. So I would say it was very useful for me. And I was SMSing my association members saying we should do this. So I had instant thoughts on the subject. Thanks for having me over.
Being an annual event, we have your support.
Thank you for having me over.
Thank you, sir.
And wishing you all the best.
Thank you. Dr. Cherian, welcome to India Association Congress. What is your idea? How do you feel about this entire concept of an India Association Congress?
I think the concept of an India Association Congress is well timed. There are explicit needs that associations are going to feel they need add on, as it were, to what they do in terms of knowledge. A lot of associations are in India at the moment are extremely basic, and the other problem is that we are, as a people, immune to learning, so they will repeat the same mistakes that a lot of people make. Therefore, a learning environment, an environment where sharing is possible, and an environment where some kind of standards are being set will be useful. The way forward, as I see it, is, for example, if you could have an awards and make sure that associations which do well are recognized and those become role models for others to follow. So I think there is room for building this step by step into a bigger thing.
Engaging them in another way than just by attending the association.
Engaging
Congress.
them in more ways, but all of them should explicitly include learning. All of them should explicitly include sharing, but also, and this is the big, to my mind, the big thing, all of them should also ensure that learning and judgment comes in from the outside. So beyond sharing, there is one other platform of expertise which this platform can bring, because individual associations may not have the resources, the patience, or the competence to manage that. So this platform that you have as the Indian Association Congress needs to be a higher level platform than individual associations.
What do you feel about the entire initiative taken by the Meet in India Foundation about forming this kind of giving a platform for associations, and would you be a regular part of our annual feature?
I think it's a great idea.
Right.
I am very rarely a regular part of anything, simply because of my time constraints, and because my bandwidth is limited. I'm involved in half a dozen boards. I advise a whole bunch of things. So I try and do my best in terms of contributing to the growth of any sector, because I believe that part of the joy of being a pioneer in anything, including image management, is that every segment of business, society, government needs to look at managing their communications better. So I'm happy to share it, but because in the process of sharing I need to be widely spread, I tend to go all over the place.
Right. But we look forward to having you be
Thank you.
associated with us and taking our association platform further.
Thank you. It'll be a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I just wanted your inputs on what do you think about the whole concept of the India Association Congress?
I'm very impressed and delighted to be here. I think that I'm particularly interested in it because we do similar activities in Australia and in Singapore, and I'm thrilled that the concept has come to India. We've found in our work with associations that being an association manager is a lonely job. Being the president of a voluntary group is a lonely job, and this is a great opportunity, a great resource for someone to be able to get together with their peers and learn from each other. So wonderful concept, and congratulations to the organisers.
Thank you. Okay, as a speaker, how's your experience been?
It's been very well organised. I'm glad I was asked that as well, because I've been given great information and great details throughout. Been given a very warm welcome, and it's been very professionally organised from top to bottom. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon.
I would like to know your inputs on what do you think about the Indian Association Congress, the whole concept?
I think this concept of Indian Association Congress is a good one, and it has been started in India. I think all the people who have come here to participate, they will get to know the problems with the other associations are suffering from. And by sharing of the ideas, I think they will be able to take their associations to the next level of excellence and will be able to contribute to the society, which they have been trying, obviously. So that's why they are here.
And as a speaker, how's your experience been? What do you feel?
Oh yes, all the speakers have been quite good, I will say. And the interaction has been excellent with the audience. And among the audience also, there are highly knowledgeable people who are able to contribute to the discussions. So I'm really liking it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
We all association can come together and experience their challenges and their success stories, and it's a very interactive session. And I really thank to our organizing chairman, Mr. Prashant Shah, for giving me this opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Hello, Dr. Kumar. It's a pleasure to have you here. We want some feedback from you for our Congress. What do you think about the whole concept of an Indian Association Congress?
Thank you. I'm very happy that I got a chance to be here today, and I must thank Prashant Saha, who persuaded me to come here. I think he came to see me 3 times before I agreed, and several phone calls. But it was indeed it's a good idea to bring all the associations together, because there are a lot of problems in running these organizations, and it will be useful if we can share each other's experience. Some of the big associations like SEMI and SIAM, they have a lot of money, they can run more professionally. But smaller associations like in which I am mostly involved, we don't have professional organization. It's all voluntary. So, but still there's a lot that we can learn from this kind of interaction. So I think it's a very good effort, and I hope it will grow.
I'm sure it will. And what has been your experience today? What has your day been like, and what have you gathered? What do you feel about the whole day today, the sessions, the whole concept? Dealings that we did, the meetings, the presentations.
Many of the presentations were really eye-openers. I really learned a lot. So this has been a very good experience for today. Yes, indeed.
And would you be attending our future congresses, since it's going to be an annual feature now every year? So would you be a part of it? Would you like to be there?
Sure, I look forward to being a part, and maybe whatever I can do to promote this idea. Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you, Dr. Kumar. Hi, Monica. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. We would like to know some feedback from you regarding the India Association Congress. What do you think of the concept here in India? It's for the first time that we've started this.
I think it's very exciting. It's been a wonderful day, interesting speakers, lovely venue. I just have been very, very pleased to be part of this.
From your experience that you have managing the associations in the US, could you share something which is relevant to the Indian scenario and how we could take this forward?
Well, in terms of taking it forward as a meeting, as a researcher, I don't really have a lot of background in meeting and meeting planning, but it does seem like you could use social media a little bit more in terms of enhancing your experience. That might be one suggestion.
And do you have anything else to tell our association leaders here in India, how they can make them associations successful and how they can take the challenges head on?
They have to move away from the life membership. I think that was the biggest finding for me and for our association. It was something we had never really thought about at all.
Right. You mean the annual membership is a better option, and that would be.
Yes, even if it's a small amount of money, it's not the collecting of the money each year that makes the annual membership a more viable option. It's the connection to the membership, knowing where the membership is in their life stage, and how important it is to make that connection on an annual basis. Because if you join when you're 25 years old, when you're 60 years old, you have a very different motivations and reasons, and the association can't keep a connection unless they have an annual contact.
That's a very valuable point, which I think we should implement in our associations in the country, and we could, I think, be more successful. Thank you so much for your valuable feedback. That helps us a lot, and we look forward to having you again next year.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Tell us what your experience has been today, the entire day, how you feel about the whole concept.
The concept is good. It was very well organized, very clinically precise in detailing, if I can say so. So, there was nothing that I could complain about, except that perhaps maybe the sessions could have been longer. So we could have had more time to really get into the nitty-gritties of each topic. I think many of the topics, one felt that it was just whatever was discussed was the tip of the iceberg. Wish we had more time to go into detail.
So do you think that the next year, when we plan our next year's conference, we could have a more detailed agenda?
Maybe we could spread it out instead of say having the next day off completely for golfing.
Right.
Part of it could be utilized to extend these discussions.
Definitely.
Because we're here for the discussion, not for the golf.
I agree. I totally agree. So you have taken back home, taken back some.
Yes, we're
things to address your challenges.
I'm taking back the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Dr. Reddy.